Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Biden plans New Orleans visit after Bourbon Street attack. Biden's received 20,000 diamond from Modi. Mike Johnson re-elected Speaker amid far-right opposition. Bomb-making materials found at home of New Orleans attacker. Mayor Adams appoints Michael Cedillo to lead efforts in streamlining non-profit payments. Governor Hochul announces new policies to boost New Yorkers' wallets in 2025. Man arrested for supplying drugs to Liam Payne before his death. Thai Prime Minister declares 324 million in assets including 217 designer handbags. Young boy survives 5 nights lost in Zimbabwe's wild game park full of lions and elephants. World's oldest living Olympic gold medalist Agnes Kaleti dies at 103. Salah aims for Premier League glory in final year at Liverpool. And Djokovic's Australian Open prep stumbles with loss to Opelka. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will visit New Orleans on January 6 following the tragic attack on Bourbon Street during New Year's celebrations that killed 15 people and injured many others. The White House stated that the Bidens will meet families of the victims and local officials to offer support. President Biden had already spoken with some families and assured full federal assistance for the investigation. Authorities said the attacker, Shamsuddin Jabbar, drove a truck into the crowded street. Police shot and killed Jabbar after he exchanged gunfire with officers. The FBI confirmed that Jabbar, a 42-year-old Army veteran, acted alone and was inspired by ISIS. Before the attack, he posted videos pledging allegiance to the terror group. Investigators found explosives planted by Jabbar and recovered his phones and laptops. President Biden vowed to fight terrorism and ensure justice. Biden praised the resilience of New Orleans residents, saying they would not be defeated by fear. He pledged relentless action against terrorist groups, emphasizing that such ideologies have no place in the U.S. The investigation continues as Biden prepares to meet affected communities. The Biden family received many expensive gifts from foreign leaders in 2023, as revealed in the State Department's annual report. The most notable was a 7.5-carat diamond worth 20,000 given to First Lady Jill Biden by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This diamond, the most valuable gift received by the First family, is now used for official purposes in the White House East Wing. Jill Biden also received a $14,063 brooch from Ukraine's ambassador to the US and a $4,510 set of jewelry and photo albums from Egypt's president and First Lady. President Joe Biden was gifted a $7,100 photo album from South Korea's former president, a $3,495 Mongolian warrior statue, and a $3,160 silver tray from Israel's president. According to US law, officials must report foreign gifts worth over $480. Most gifts, including these, were transferred to the National Archives or used for official displays. The report also showed that CIA officials received lavish items such as an $18,000 astrograph. Many of these gifts, including an $11,000 Omega watch, were destroyed to follow federal protocols, ensuring transparency and accountability. Representative Mike Johnson was re-elected as Speaker of the House on Friday, securing the 218 votes needed despite some opposition from the far right. Johnson, a Louisiana Republican, defeated Democratic leader Representative Hakeem Jeffries, who received 215 votes. Only one Republican, Representative Thomas Massey, voted against Johnson, backing Majority Whip Tom Emmer instead. This marks Johnson's first full term as Speaker following his rise to the position after the ousting of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy in 2024. He is now tasked with leading Republicans in Congress as they prepare for a second Trump administration. President-elect Donald Trump's support played a key role in Johnson's victory. Johnson will oversee crucial legislative efforts, including renewing tax cuts and enhancing border security. Despite divisions within the GOP over strategy, Johnson aims to deliver results and advance Trump's 2025 agenda. The coming weeks will be busy as Congress works to certify Trump's election victory and honor the late President Jimmy Carter. With his re-election secure, Johnson faces a packed schedule as he leads the GOP-controlled House. Federal investigators discovered bomb-making materials while searching the Texas home of Shamsuddin Jabbar, the man responsible for the deadly truck attack on Bourbon Street in New Orleans on New Year's Day. Jabbar, a 42-year-old U.S. citizen from Texas, had rented a truck and drove to New Orleans, where he drove into a crowd, killing 15 people and injuring many others. At his Houston home, officials found various materials but did not disclose specifics. They returned the home to its owner after taking an inventory. Jabbar also placed 2 active improvised explosive devices along Bourbon Street, which were later safely rendered inactive by law enforcement. Additionally, investigators searched Jabbar's Airbnb in New Orleans, where they detonated materials described as concerning. Jabbar had posted videos supporting ISIS before the attack. The FBI confirmed the attacker's ties to the terror group, calling his actions inspired by ISIS. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. New York City Mayor Eric Adams appointed Michael Cedillo as the executive director of the Mayor's Office of Nonprofit Services. Cedillo's role will focus on improving the nonprofit sector's ability to contract with the city and deliver services efficiently. In addition, Mayor Adams announced progress in speeding up payments to nonprofit providers. Since October 2024, the Mayor's Office of Contract Services launched a payment backlog initiative, disbursing over $1 billion and processing more than 3,700 invoices. New reforms aimed at reducing bureaucracy have also significantly cut the time to process nonprofit contracts from 366 days in FY24 to just 46 days in FY25. The non-profit focus working group, which meets weekly, ensures continued progress in clearing payment backlogs. Mayor Adams' ongoing efforts aim to make it easier for non-profits to receive timely payments and continue their vital work in the city's communities. These changes are part of broader efforts to support New York City's non-profit sector. New York Governor Kathy Hochul introduced new policies aimed at improving affordability for residents. Starting in 2025, the minimum wage in New York increased following Hochul's efforts to raise it and link it to inflation. Additionally, the nation's first paid prenatal leave law took effect, providing better care for pregnant women. Another significant change was the elimination of insulin co-pays for those on state-regulated insurance plans. In a bid to further ease financial burdens, Hochul also proposed New York's first-ever inflation refund, which will put up to $500 back into the hands of middle-class families. Hochul highlighted that these changes would help make life more affordable, particularly for working families, emphasizing the impact on those who are pregnant and diabetic. For example, a pregnant woman earning minimum wage and with diabetes would benefit by an additional $2,500 from these initiatives. Now it's time for global updates. A man, Brian Pace, was arrested for allegedly supplying cocaine to former One Direction star Liam Payne before his tragic death last year. Payne, 31 years old, fell to his death from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires. Pace is one of 5 defendants charged in connection with Payne's death. Payne's lawyer confirmed his detention and authorities are investigating him along with 2 others accused of providing drugs to Payne. An Argentine judge previously confirmed the charges against the 5 individuals, including a businessman who was with Payne and 2 hotel managers. These hotel managers are accused of manslaughter after they saw Payne intoxicated and allowed him to return to his room, despite his inability to stand. Payne's autopsy showed he died from multiple injuries and external bleeding. Toxicology reports found traces of alcohol, cocaine, and a prescribed antidepressant in his system. Prosecutors have ruled out suicide. Payne's death followed One Direction's hiatus in 2016, after which the band members pursued solo careers. Investigations into the circumstances surrounding his death are ongoing. Thailand's Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra declared assets worth $324 million, including 217 designer handbags and 75 luxury watches. The declaration, made to the National Anti-Corruption Commission, is part of a legal requirement for public officials. Paetongtarn, daughter of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, took office in September, marking her as the 4th family member to lead Thailand. Her declaration listed investments over $250 million, $23 million in deposits and cash, as well as properties in London and Japan. The luxury items included 75 watches worth $3.8 million and handbags valued at $1.8 million. Her total liabilities were nearly $117 million, leaving her with a net worth of $208 million. While the Shinawatra family has been prominent in Thai politics, the extent of Paetongtarn's wealth may not surprise many, given her father's substantial fortune. The family, once seen as untouchable in politics, faces new challenges after their party was surpassed by the Progressive Move Forward party in the 2023 elections. Future developments in Thai politics will follow. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. A young boy, Tinotenda Pudu, was rescued after spending 5 days in the Matusadona Game Park in Zimbabwe, home to lions, elephants, and hippos. The 7-year-old had wandered nearly 30 miles from home and ended up in the wild, where he slept on a rocky perch amidst roaring lions and passing elephants. Local lawmaker Mutsa Murombedzi confirmed the rescue, stating that Pudu survived by using his knowledge of survival skills. He ate fruit and dug into dry riverbeds to find water. His family and the Neminemi community had launched a search with drums beaten daily to guide him back. Eventually, park rangers discovered his footprints and tracked him down. Matusadona Game Park spans 570 square miles and houses around 40 lions. The boy's safe return highlights the strength of community efforts, hope, and perseverance in overcoming challenges. Agnes Keleti, Hungary's 5-time Olympic champion and the world's oldest living Olympic gold medalist, passed away at the age of 103. Keleti, born Agnes Klein in Budapest on January 9, 1921, was a remarkable gymnast and Holocaust survivor. Keleti began her gymnastics career in 1938 and won her first Hungarian championship in 1940. However, due to her Jewish origin, she was banned from sports that same year. She survived Nazi persecution by hiding with false papers, while her father and relatives perished in Auschwitz. At 31, Keleti won her first gold medal at the 1952 Helsinki Olympics. In 1956, she triumphed at the Melbourne Olympics, winning 4 gold medals and became the oldest female gymnast to win Olympic gold. Keleti later moved to Israel, where she married and had 2 children. With 10 Olympic medals, including 5 golds, she remains one of Hungary's most decorated athletes. Keleti's legacy continues to inspire. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Mohamed Salah is determined to make the most of what he believes will be his final year at Liverpool. The 32-year-old Egypt forward, whose contract expires at the end of the season, has been in outstanding form, leading Liverpool to a 6-point lead at the top of the Premier League. With 17 goals and 13 assists in 18 games, Salah is playing a key role in the team's success. Salah, who was part of the squad that ended Liverpool's 30-year wait for a league title in 2020, expressed his desire to do something special this year. He recalled the muted celebrations during the pandemic and hopes to win another title in front of fans. Salah is not alone in facing contract uncertainty, with team members like Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold also out of contract at the season's end. Salah remains focused on winning the Premier League before the end of his career at Liverpool. Novak Djokovic's preparations for the Australian Open faced a setback after he was defeated by American Rayleigh Opelka at the Brisbane International. Opelka standing 6 feet 11 inches tall, powered through with impressive serving, defeating Djokovic 7-6, 6-3. The loss came as Djokovic, at 37, had hoped to prove he still had the ability to challenge younger players. Opelka, who had returned to tennis in July after a 2-year absence due to hip and wrist surgeries, showed no signs of rust, serving 16 aces and only facing one breakpoint. He attributed his win to playing freely against a legend like Djokovic. Opelka now moves on to face the French player Giovanni Impey-Perricard, who has also been dominating with his serve. Meanwhile, the Australian Open will begin on January 12 and Djokovic will be looking to bounce back from this early exit. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,095.42. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 1.68 points or 0.01%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,894.54. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 386.62 points or 0.96%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,211.43. The Shanghai index is decreased by 51.13 points or 1.57%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,760.27. The Hang Seng Index is increased by 136.95 points or 0.70%. Bombay stock close price is 79,223.11. The Sensex index is decreased by 720.60 points or 0.90%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden plans New Orleans visit after Bourbon Street attack. Biden's received 20,000 diamond from Modi. Mike Johnson re-elected Speaker amid far-right opposition. Bomb-making materials found at home of New Orleans attacker. Mayor Adams appoints Michael Sadillo to lead efforts in streamlining non-profit payments. Governor Hochul announces new policies to boost New Yorkers' wallets in 2025. Man arrested for supplying drugs to Liam Payne before his death. Thai Prime Minister declares 324 million in assets, including 217 designer handbags. Young boy survives 5 nights lost in Zimbabwe's wild game park full of lions and elephants. World's oldest living Olympic gold medalist Agnes Kaleti dies at 103. Salah aims for Premier League glory in final year at Liverpool. And Djokovic's Australian Open prep stumbles with loss to Opelka. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.